The FDIC is prepared to break up Silicon Valley banks, so we're going to ask two questions. One, who cares? And two, what does it mean for your portfolio? Before we get there, something that's interesting is that there were buyers for Silicon Valley Bank, but the FDIC had a list. They basically were going to determine who was going to buy it and who couldn't buy it. Why is that important? Because if the FDIC doesn't contain the banking collapse, there's going to be a Great Depression. Why? Because small to medium-sized banks are half of the commercial lending in the United States. It's 2/3 of residential lending, 80% of commercial, and 45% of consumer lending. If it collapses, everything does. This is why Credit Suisse is a wake-up call for the banking sector. This puts the European banking sector in a volatile position. While UBS didn't even want to originally buy Credit Suisse, now they're going to be a dominant player in Switzerland and Europe. So what does this mean for your portfolio? Could be a decent value. UBS was initially going to buy Credit Suisse for only $2 billion, and they had an $8 billion market cap at the end of last week. So also the Swiss National Bank is going to inject $100 billion for liquidity, making this a pretty decent deal. But investors were pretty ticked off about $2 billion, so they're going to get a whopping $3 billion now. But is it a good deal if the entire banking sector defaults or goes down? UBS is now at an 11-year high for defaults, so only time will tell if this is going to be a good deal or not. What we do know is that the banking industry has forever been changed. They're not going to let a crisis go to waste. And so I would anticipate a central bank digital coin being the solution. In the meantime, we have systemically important banks that's too big to fail, and they want these banks to be as boring as possible. And the solution is probably a CBDC, or central bank digital coin. Anticipate volatility in your portfolio. Don't know where prices are going to go. I let the algorithm determine that. So invest wisely, trade safely.